Hey there, welcome back. So for today I have planned a small seminar basically around the topic of liquid movement, I like to call it. It is something that I also did a workshop on that reflects in its core a lot light space movement in my approach. I just like to call it liquid movement because it was a nice term. Liquid to me obviously has to do with the flowiness of something, the idea of water, this like effortless movement that you can get to when you know how to move well. I go through different points in different videos. So one video will be around the understanding of movement. So when does it start? When does it end? Where does it go? Things like this. One will be going through different points that are really important to achieve this state of liquidness. Then the last video will be a flow for you to follow along, that you can join. Why would you like to do this? What are the benefits of liquid movement? Well, first, it looks beautiful. So it just looks really nice. It's like when you watch a cat running up a tree, or just in general animals moving. When they move, it just always looks elegant. It looks beautiful. If you look at a dancer, for example, who really knows their body because they have been practicing so much, it always looks fantastic, like you just want to join them. And obviously, I'm not here to have you practice 10 hours a day like a dancer, but I want to give you small things that you can do, that you can practice, even if it's just a few minutes a day, but that you can practice and that you can integrate into your life. So in the end, everything you do becomes more effortless. So the idea is not that you learn specific, like a dancer, like specific moves, but more that you learn about your body. Another thing that I love about this, it is something that you can, if you know how to, if you have the skill internalized, then you can move this way, like effortlessly and flowy everywhere. So for example, if I go and travel, oftentimes I either don't have the time to go and visit a studio. It's also for me oftentimes not that practical, like for example to bring a yoga mat or things like this, or to build that space where I could have like a proper yoga class. So what I learned for me and for my life, which is something that makes it so much more practical and so much more alive, give it like this practice a benefit in my life and with my body, is to be able to apply the skill to other things that I do, and also to find a way to practice movement anywhere, instead of thinking about, okay, if I want to have a well-being practice and if I want to have yoga practice or something like this all the time, how can I do it in a way that is sustainable? So for example, my approach to this is that you learn a skill that you integrate. The more often you do it, you integrate it, and from there you can apply it in whatever you do. So the more you practice it, the more it takes over your whole system, and it just continues to make you feel good. So the next exercise I would like to do is something more on the floor. So we're talking about squatting. If squats are not comfortable for you, you can always find a different position. For example, sitting down on the ground like this, or finding something that is more suitable for you. If you like squats, you just come into something comfortable like this. What I like here is to be on the balls of my feet, because this gives like this extra element of balance, which is something that helps you very much to feel where you're at in your movement. So just coming into a squat like this, if you like, you can just rest your arms onto your thighs, and then from here move a little bit from side to side. And the nice thing now is movement is coming from my center again. I'm just shifting my weight from side to side, and I keep everything else soft. So my shoulders are soft, my upper body is soft, My arms, they're just resting on my legs. And the nice thing is here now there is movement happening in my shoulders, in my upper back. And there's a feeling that is established. And this feeling, again, is something to pay attention to. It's really important. It's a feedback of your body, again, if you're movable. And it gives you a different quality of experience, because all that we do, again, is for feeling good, for your well-being. So this feeling is like kind of the end goal, is where you want to get at. So just to be able to follow this feeling. Keep that in mind, because this is something that I will pick up on in a different exercise later. But so if you're in your squat, you shift your weight with the idea of balance and keep soft and see what's movable. So now bring your hands down on the ground. So you can place them behind you, you can place them in front of you. This kind of depends now where you shift your weight to. So if you lean a little bit into your side or back, your hand will be necessary there to keep yourself safe and on your feet and not fall over. And this is again where you notice if you're soft and let your body work for you. So basically your arms have the function of supporting you. They go where you need them, so you don't have to think about it. And again, what is happening here, they're soft. Once they hold you, obviously they work. Once you get out of that place, they can be soft again. And this is where this like beautiful movement is happening that looks kind of interesting, that feels good in your body, that is able to establish something that is for you to feel good, that opens up your mobility, a range of movement. And it's really simple, just shifting your weight and using your arms to catch you. Now again, if you pay attention to how does it feel, where does this movement travel to in your body? So if I, for example, lean forward, I have a little bit of pressure in my shoulder. This allows me also to sink in here. So I have a stretch happening in my shoulder, but also I have a stretch happening on my left, like in my left hip area, my thigh on the inside. And I can use that to find something good. Same now, if I go back, I have an opening happening here in my left thigh area, and I have something happening up here in my neck and my shoulder. So this is where you can be guided by your body, by what you want to experience, what you want to find. You can do the same thing sitting down if you're not really into squats for whatever reason, and you just do the same. So you shift your weight, you use your hands to catch you, and then from here you build movement. Now you can expand on this. So if you're in your squat, you move around and you lean somewhere. Maybe you lean with your legs against your arms. Again, here staying soft in the sense of relaxing what you don't need. So relaxing what you're not like right now using to move your body, but just letting your body go. So again, how does it feel? What did you experience? What was it for you that did something in your body where this movement that was created had a benefit for you? This is like something really, really important to look out for. And where did you notice movement happening? So what were you able to keep soft? I know this requires a little bit of practice, because you are in a place where you need to balance well. But if you pay attention to relaxing things in your body, that you don't need to find this balance. And this is where I said, think about this pole. If you go that way, how can you counteract that with something else that gives you the opportunity to be able to let go and to relax more muscles? And from there, you become more soft and more movable again, which again enables you to expand your range of motion.